April 2nd, 2020. This video is more not for me at this point. I've been trying to figure out ways to I don't even know what I'm gonna say. Basically, this video is for me to stay focused and consistent with my goals, right? What the plan is I have all of this money and I'm going to put it into something to make more of it, right? It's a simple concept. It happens all the time, Put money in, you get money out. No, not all the time. But that is the plan. All right. So it's August 23rd, 2024. It's my 25th birthday. And a little over 6 years ago, I started my first business. Fast forward through today, we're still doing it. So for the 25th, 5 goals for 25. Goal number 1 is to drink less caffeine. Totally joking. That's not a goal at all. If anything, it's to drink more caffeine so I have more energy to do more things. Okay, so goal number 1 for this year, or for this next year of my life, is $500,000. Then this is revenue, all businesses. So every business that I work on have combined $500,000 in revenue. We've already done that. And this may kind of be like a half-ass goal because technically it happened last year for 2023, but 2024 we're probably at 200, mid 200s or so in combined business revenues. So it's a step up from this year. It's already happened, but it's a step up from this year. And if we're able to do that, we're doing good. So that's goal number 1. Goal number 2 is 2 to 3 YouTube videos a month. So obviously I took 6 months in between the first upload that was uploaded probably a few days ago at this point. And in that video, it was a very negative video, basically kind of just like, don't know what's going on, nothing positive's happening, business hasn't been great. In that from that 6-month point of when I posted my one video to 6 months later when I posted the one a few days ago, a lot of things happened and none of it was good, right? And that's stuff that I need to record and document the process of, because it's important to have all of that stuff. Like I want to have all of the good and all of the bad all on one platform, so in the future I can watch it back and look back at all the shit I've done. So staying consistent with at least 2 to 3 YouTube videos just for documentation. That's what this video is. Making this video gives me something to look back at throughout this next year of my life. Make sure these things are all getting checked off. So number 3 is 1 new personal biz. And this is a passion project. Something that I definitely need. Like I said, the businesses that I'm working on now, 3 of them at this specific moment. Only one of them I'm kind of passionate about, which is entrepreneurship and the Catalyst Journal. The others I'm not passionate about, which makes it super hard to really want to grow the business, right? Especially with Pinch Perfect and how things are starting to kind of like tone down in the business. And then you have Prop Daddy where things are like, okay, it's there, it has the potential, starting to sell a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's a dumpster prop. So it's like it's just projects and businesses that are there strictly to make money, which I understand, like that's the idea, but it's a lot easier to work for something you're passionate about. And I think adding getting Catalyst kind of back into the swing of things and in the mix will help a little bit, but also adding something else that I am passionate about, I see potential in, longevity in, and maybe creating the forever business. Because that's what I really want to do is I want a forever business, and I want something I'm passionate about to be that forever business. And I think that's really the only way to do it is if it is something I'm passionate about. So potentially creating the forever business, but if it's not, it's one new business that I'm passionate about. Number 4, hit 1 mil bang revenue total for Pinch Perfect. Currently at this moment, I just did the numbers since June of 2022 to today. We've done roughly $768,805 in total revenue, which is a decent amount. Most of it was in 2023. Like I said, we did over $500,000 last year. So with those numbers, you kind of figure, in 2022, we didn't really do, things started to pick up a little bit. I think we ended up doing like close to a little over 100K in like the last couple months of that year, and then $500,000 last year, and then kind of the remaining chunk has been this year, which isn't a lot of money, and that's why that's why this is a jump up from last year. But we're about $230,000, roughly $230,000 away from the 1 mil revenue mark for the business in total, which will be cool to hit. I wish it would have already happened, but it hasn't, and it was something I was looking forward to potentially this year, and I don't think we're gonna be able to do it. Maybe there's still a couple months left, but by this time next year, we're gonna hit that. And then number 5 is personally make 100K by 26. So this time next year, the goal is to personally have made over 100K. Last year did a little over 80K. So decent amount. And this year, literally this moment, I'm on track to probably do 40 or 50. Like from January to December, that's what I'm on track to do. And that's, business hasn't been great this year really. So step it up a notch, get things going. There's a lot of time from August 23rd today to August 23rd next year. So a lot of time to make this happen. But yeah, so these are the 5 goals for 25. Probably could have exaggerated on these a little bit more, probably could have went more in depth with some of them, but these are the goals. I sat down today and really thought about like what my priorities need to be. And to some people, these don't seem like priorities. I think there's a lot of things outside of business and more in like a social setting, personal communication, connections, friends, family, stuff like that. I think I have a lot of that stuff like I have good friends, good family. You know, I would like to possibly work towards being a little bit better socially. Focusing on all of this stuff definitely kind of creates a person that doesn't go out, doesn't have as much fun as other people, doesn't talk to as many people. And I'm kind of okay with that. You know, I think if there is potential to, you know, meet new people and kind of create new friendships and connections, whatever, 100% open to all that. Like I think that's something, that's a section of my life that I need to work on. But right now, this last year, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, like this is the shit that I care about. And until, you know, I'm well off, things are working, I'm happy with business and stuff, like the connections, the social life, all that stuff, it can wait till then. Like I'm completely okay with that. Like I want to take care of myself, my businesses. I want to take care of all that stuff before I start really worrying about any of that other stuff. So this is what 25 will look like. And you know, number 2 means posting more of these videos. So that's what we're gonna do. And this next year of my life, I just want it to be better, and I obsess over business and everything so much that the success of that correlates to the success of my life and, you know, the current moment. So if business is going good, life's good. And if business is going bad, then life is bad. It's not a good thing, but that's just the way it is, and I don't know how to change it without just making sure business is going good. Because like I said, if business is good, life's good, so that's the goal. But yeah, so 25, I'm getting old, this video is getting long, and that's a wrap. On to the next.
Weird stuff where you're like, I know what's gonna happen. What's really weird is I've known what's gonna happen pretty much through this whole thing. Like through the past 2 years, I've like planned, like I've known what was gonna happen. It's the weirdest thing. Everything I predicted is the exact way it came true, and that's because you gotta trust your intuition.
And that right there is why I'm making this video, is because you can, like, I have that feeling right now where I know everything, and I just want to get a recording before saying like I knew all this stuff's gonna happen, so like down the road I can look back and say this was me on this date, April 9th, knowing that this stuff is gonna happen to me.